I'm Hannah Thompson, and I'm from Albany, Georgia. One thing about me is that I'm super passionate about missions. And when I was in 8th grade, I attended a summer camp, and there God really called me onto the mission field, and I decided I wanted to go globally and share the gospel. My counselor at camp made me call my parents that night and tell them the exciting news to me. I told my parents I wanted to go on a mission trip, and going to a Christian school, they offered them every single Thanksgiving and Christmas break. My 9th grade year, I ended up going to Baltimore, Maryland, and it was the most amazing domestic mission trip I could ask for. However, I just felt the need for more. I started talking to my parents and really started begging them to let me go to Uganda, Africa over Thanksgiving break. I read the book Kisses from Katie, which is the story of a girl at 19 who moved to Africa and ended up adopting over 10 little girls. And I was just really inspired by her faith and her passion for Christ. And I decided I kind of want to do the same thing, but probably not to that extent. And so I talked to my parents, and they're like, Hannah, just wait. You can go to Uganda eventually. And so year after year, I begged my parents to let me go. And my junior year of high school, they let me go on the mission trip to the Netherlands. And then finally they said, Hannah, your senior year, you can do it. You can go to Uganda. For months, we planned the trip. I turned in the deposit the first day it was due. I started raising money. The support started pouring in. And then about 3 weeks before the trip, our team coach called us in and told us that because Ebola had broken out and a strand of the Marburg virus was in the city that we were going to, that the trip was going to be canceled. And we walked out of school on that Friday, not going anywhere. And God actually surprised us. And Monday morning, we walked back in, and they told us we were going to Peru. So 3 weeks later, we got on a plane to Peru, not really knowing what to expect. We ended up working in a child care center and running soccer camps for the kids and just loving on them and tutoring them and teaching them English. And it was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. While I was there, I met a little girl. Her name is Heidi. And when I was there in 2014, she was 4 years old. And her mom was a cook at the child care center that we went to every single day. And she wasn't able to be sponsored because she wasn't young enough. I came back to the States, and I told my mom about Heidi and how much I loved her, and that when she turned 5, I really wanted to sponsor her. So my mom ended up contacting AMG International, and for Christmas, I woke up and had a picture of Heidi in my stocking, and my mom told me that we were sponsoring Heidi as a family. It has just been the most amazing experience because my brother, who's 2 years younger than me, has ended up going to Peru the last 2 years since I've graduated and ended up going to college. And he's met Heidi, he's met her brothers, and that he has just been able to walk where I walked and see all of that. And that even though we live in Georgia, we're able to see how Heidi's family is impacted by my family. We give her Christmas presents every single year, and we are able to buy her shoes and her family shoes too. And so that has just been one of the main things that God has taught me about my passion for missions isn't limited to where I personally want to go, and that I should be willing to live my life with open hands and say, God, where you go, I will go. And so, yes, that is one thing about me. I'm